Hi everybody, this is Deadpool Server 22, number 1 ranked, as you can see right there. Today what I wanted to do in this video is I think I want to kind of explain the game as a whole and go through all the materials and different aspects and features that you can actually have, just so everybody understands what each feature is for and how to use it. This video is going to be pretty lengthy. Might even be a little bit boring if you are an avid player, but I swear if you stick with me in my video series, eventually we'll get into some really awesome videos. Even today I'm planning on doing a video for the cross server, and I'll do a couple runs just to show how a successful team does it. And then some of those runs I might even lose, just because again it is a team effort to obviously win a team event, right? Alright, so what do we have here? We have in the upper left hand corner, we've got the volume to mute the game. We've got full screen, which will full screen the game also, as you can see. In addition to that, what we have here is we got the picture of your main character. I'm a sorcerer, so that's what I look like. We've got the recharge button, which when you're in full screen, you have to exit full screen to obviously see it. This takes you to this page. This shows you the different diamond valuations you can purchase. The VIP section is obviously a monthly fee, $6.99, and it allows you to get a lot of extra features added, different abilities. One main ability, to kind of name out of anything on here, is the ability to get more space in your garden or your drill zone, and obviously having that extra space allows you to plant more seeds to get more items quicker and things of that nature, right? Big advantage, big advantage. And this is the free section. So when you go to the free section, what happens is it takes you to this page. You want to click offers. There's different games. Obviously, R2 Games makes. The game I'm playing is League of Angels, so I click that. I click the server I'm on, which is server 22. And then you'll get a green light right there, basically saying it found your character or found you, right? All right, and then what these are, they actually have some paid abilities, so you can actually buy diamonds this way also. But the main feature is clicking on any of these. What they do is they give you the ability to do free surveys. And these surveys, what they do is oh sorry, so actually mine is looks like I've got to start over to actually access that one. So let's try Supersonic Ads. See if this one has it. Yeah, okay. So as you can see, I get diamonds for doing surveys, downloading apps, and things of that nature. This is a way for free players to stack up diamonds for free, and then be able to participate in being a cashier player, right? Participate in what the ability is cashing. Players like myself get the ability to do. Pretty simple stuff. You have the gold, your gold amount. You've got the diamond amount you currently carry. Stamina bar tells you how much stamina you have. You can buy more stamina if you run out. It does cost diamonds to do so. Tells you your battle rating. You get a title. As you gain prestige, prestige is gained multiple different ways in the game. To name a few, one is leveling up your angel, and then the other is doing the guild feasts. All right. The highest level you can get is demigod. My current level is Earl 2. That means I have to have a minimum of level 52. My prestige level has to be 940,000. I'm currently at 1 million, as you can see. Alright, to move on, let's jump over to Daily Loot. Daily Loot, what this does is you check in once per day. There's a check-in bonus once you hit that certain amount of days playing the game consistently, right? Then you get a devotion level every day. This resets, but the more things you do throughout the day, and different things you do, the more you're going to get more devotion, which gives you different awards at different devotion levels, as you can see. Retrieval. Awesome thing about this, let's say you miss an event the day before. What happens is on the retrieval, you're able to do something called one click, which gives you 60% of the amount that you missed the day before. Or you can do max retrieval, which costs diamonds. and that gives you the ability to get 100% of what you missed. One click does cost money, but for instance, you're spending like 10,000 gold to maybe get 30,000 gold or something like that. So obviously it's a good deal, right? Gemology and DeadPool, I kind of went over that in my intro video, but what this is this gives you extra bonuses in the actual tournament or the competition. It's a daily competition. You gain points per day. The more points you get, the more bonus items you get, right? Same thing with DeadPool. Rankings, this shows you your ranking and all the different events that the game has right now to offer. Rum Race, Gemology, DeadPool, Clash of Might, Arena, and VIP, right? And obviously, the more events you participate in and you rank really well in, the more materials you get access to. The more materials you get access to, right? The more things you're able to do, or the faster you're able to, like level up. You have the recruiting, which this gives you the ability to recruit other, heroes or teammates. One thing I will say is don't waste money on recruits you don't need, right? There's no reason to unlock all the recruits and have them lingering in your party or in your tabs. Limit the amount of money you spend on recruiting, right? Also, I only have 4 heroes, right, or 4 recruits at the moment. That's all I need. So I don't have all my blues still unlocked and have all my purples still unlocked. I only have 2 purples, which, again, I'm getting ready to get rid of. Once I get to the ruby level, I'll be unlocking ruby levels. As it says, unlocks at 61. I don't have these purple heroes recruited for no reason, so obviously, same thing as you. Don't recruit, unnecessarily needed recruits, right? I didn't unlock all the topaz recruits because, again, you don't need it. So I only unlocked 2 to use those and have those be a part of my team. Then we have the, sorry, we'll go back to the drills. We have drilling. What drilling is, it gives you the ability to level up your recruits a lot quicker than them just trying to level up at the same pace you're gaining experience. So they do gain experience at battles like you do. They just don't level up as quickly as you do, right? So you're probably going to always be a higher level than your recruits. The features of this, you get time scrolls, which allow you to skip your leveling. And I'll make a specific video, particularly just kind of going over everything that you can do here. You're able to get extra bonuses, which again I'll go through each one at a time in the recruit video I'll make later on. Then you have an alchemy. You get a set amount of alchemy attempts per day, depending on your VIP level or free level. And then you gain money with every free recruit. After you use all your free attempts up, what happens is you have to spend money to get to gain an alchemy attempt. Arena, there's 3 different sections. There's your 1v1 arena, right, where you gain arena emblems and you also gain experience. You level up. Again, the game does split the game up in multiple sections. So your server. So the more the more players they're on, the more sections they're going to be. And obviously, the more sections, it basically balances out the game, separating all the big players from basically beating up on all the smaller players consistently. It allows smaller players the ability to get higher ranking than them, which is awesome. So as you can see, even though Mycroft is level 59, he's only ranked 2. Spyro, who's level 49, is first place in this particular bracket because it's based off of points, right? Not about how powerful you are. There's the domination, which happens once every 3 days. And it actually just happened yesterday for us, our server. And I did that, which is awesome. I ranked top 4, it looks like, in my section. The second half of the tournament was the first half. And Sleepy Rain won our particular district or area of players, etc. You get awards for this competition, obviously, which is awesome. Team Arena, this is awesome. It's a 3v3 tournament. It's currently active right now. Basically, you get 3 team members. You compete against either local players or even cross-server players, depending on if your server is not as active or doesn't have enough players on it. What happens is they'll start combining other servers to obviously accommodate for all the active Team Arena players at that moment in time. Then you have daily tasks. Basically, whatever event is currently open during that day or that time frame in the day, right? It lets you know what's going on. Zodiac. Zodiac basically unlocks gold, other rare items, but you also get rare, Agus shards, which basically allow you to upgrade your Agus. Which your Agus is a Zodiac, so right? Basically, what you do is each Zodiac represents a certain skill that you can use in battle, and then obviously using that skill triggers and gives you like extra bonuses. Like right now, my favorite is Leo, out of a lot of the Aguses or Zodiacs that are currently available. So I put a lot of my Agus shards into that to make it really high level, right? So mine's currently level 4, getting ready to be level 5. Then you have the Inherit ability. Inheriting, what that allows you to do, let's say, for instance, you have a max level angel, right? And you get a better angel. Basically, obviously, you spend angel tiers to increase the level on it, but you don't want to have to restart all over. What you can do is you can inherit its current level and skills into the next angel. All right, so you just click that, you select an angel, and it gets transferred over into it. You also have the Guardian Angel feature. Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel is a feature. Basically, what happens is you have so many angels, and not all of them can be deployed at once. Only one can. So you're going to have extra angels, right? So you use those angels to boost up their abilities, their stats. And then what happens is you get something called the Cherub Stone. The Cherub Stone then gives you ability to get a certain amount of, or a certain percentage of buff of the current angel's skills. So like for instance, this angel, is a magic attack angel, as you can see right there, right? And then what happens is I put it with my sorcerer, and it increases my sorcerer's magic attack a lot higher. So my angel gets a bonus, or my main character gets a bonus of 70% of this current angel's stats, and then increases his stats, right? Or the main character's stats. You can do that for all your party members, as you can see. Then we have the gemology. Gemology, really, again, it's like Tetris or Candy Crush, if you played any of those. Basically, you just align things up in amounts of 3 or more, and you get a lot of points for basically doing that. Obviously, this is a lot of tactics involved in this, so if you are good at tactics games, basically what's going to end up happening is you can obviously move a smaller amount of energy, or you can utilize a smaller amount of energy, which is 1 energy per movement, right? And per movement, what ends up happening is you're able to do like a chain reaction, almost like dominoes, right? So you move one piece, and one piece cracks, then a bunch of other, triggers a bunch of other things to happen, which obviously spending less energy to do more is obviously good, right? You have the rim race. What that is, it's not my favorite, kind of event, but it's free gold. You can't argue with free. Basically, you get a rim. There's different levels of rims, right? And then what happens is that rim, you can attack somebody's rim and you gain gold from doing that, and also vice versa. If you're in the rim race, they can attack you. But the cool thing about this, you can also ask for an escort. So if you're not as strong and you want a stronger defense, you can ask one of your teammates, guildmates, friends in the game to be your escort, and they'll get 10% of the money you win at the end of the race. Let's see, we've got Team Dungeon. Team Dungeon, again, it's 3 members each. Basically, the quicker you do the event, the more awards you get or different levels you get, right? One thing I will tell you, if you're not strong enough to do the higher level, stick with the lower level, because you want to get gold all the time, right? And gold basically means you're going to get more awards. You have Garden. Garden is basically like your estate. You plant items. The higher your VIP level, the more garden plots you have available to plant more items. And planting more items then increases your the amount of whatever you're planting times a lot higher. You can upgrade your plant lots, right? So each plant lot can be upgraded a little bit. And with that said, give me 1 second. Sorry, I got an incoming call. Okay, perfect. Sorry about that. But yeah, again, also in the garden, you can enslave, people you don't like. Basically, what that allows you to do, let's see if I can enslave this opponent. Basically, what it allows you to do is, if you enslave them, you basically are stealing gold from them, every day, or I think it's like, is it 12? It's either 12 hours or 24 hours. You can enslave them. People can fight their way out of being enslaved, right? But if you do enslave them, what ends up happening is you're basically getting gold. I failed to enslave them. Let's try this guy. See if I can enslave him, just so we can accomplish him. Oh, I maxed out my daily attempts to enslave somebody. It looks like. But yeah, anyway, you plant items. Obviously, you can water items. The more items you're able to plant per day and water them, the more experience your world tree gets. The more experience your world tree has, the higher level it's going to be. So the higher level your world tree is, well, basically what happens is it increases it shortens the time in which it takes to plant. So if it says 8 hours, I'm actually decreasing mine by 10%. So it doesn't take 8 hours to obviously plant and grow fully. And then also garden harvest, what that does is it increases the amount of production you're going to get. So they always come with like a base amount that they're worth, right? So these were worth 30,000, but it says because I've got all those extra bonuses, I'm going to actually receive 67,000 gold instead of just 30,000 because of the extra bonuses I have on it. Title pool, again, this is just like the gemology. Oh, I can actually do it. I'll do it a little bit. Basically, you shoot a net, and basically what it does is it captures the fishes, the sea creatures, right? And doing that unlocks, as you can see to the left there, you see my soul stone number increasing. And that's kind of the awards you're able to get. I'll have a more comprehensive video on this too later. Just like I said with the gemology, I'll make a more comprehensive video. And that'll be that. Let's finish this up really quickly here. Okay. And I'm done there, right? And then obviously, like I said back when I showed you the daily, not the daily task, but the daily loot area, I got awarded 20 more besides the 39 I won, right? And there's the Iberus. The Iberus is basically a way, or the only way to collect your materials to make your higher armor. Right, so certain armor is made at a certain level. Then obviously to upgrade that armor, you have to get the materials, and this is the only area to do it. You get 2 free attempts per day, which is awesome. And basically doing that allows you again to get rare materials to make your rare armor. This cross server. Cross server is pretty awesome. I'll make a really comprehensive video on this. But basically, it allows you to have a 10v10 versus multiple different opponents. And the reason why it's cross server is cross server basically it mixes up all the other servers together and puts a 10v10 team together, which is awesome because that allows you to obviously have more fun, meet other players, and see how other players play and look at different tactics. Clash of Might. My introduction video, I kind of explained this. I'm ranked at #1 right now. And in Clash of Might, there's different rankings, and it basically shows your ranking on your particular server. You get 10 attempts per day. A trick to a lot of the pro players is we don't use a lot of our attempts until the evening, and doing that allows us to have all of our attempts to get a higher ranking later on in the day, which most players, they use their attempts earlier in the day, but doing that basically lets you beat them and they can't attack you back, so you can basically capture that slot and get a higher award at the end of the day. Benefits is a diamond only purchase. It basically just increases your attempts in a lot of different areas, as you can see here. Increases a lot of different things, so you gain more. Hot events is basically a system that gives you daily recruit or daily points. It resets at the end of every day, and there's different events going on, and they're only around for a certain amount of time, and then it refreshes, and there's another set of hot events currently going on, right? Rose event. This is an event that's currently going on, but basically it's all about roses. Whoever has the most roses gets first for that day. I'm currently ranked 2nd. My partner is actually ranked #1 in the whole system, or in this system, and you get really cool items if you win. We've got the recharge awards. Basically, every time you buy diamonds, you get extra items, as you can see, and that resets, I think, once per week. Same thing here. You get, every time you recharge, you get like, so if I recharge 30,000 diamonds, I'll get those diamonds, and I'll get these also these additional items here. Wheel of Luck, another crazy event currently going on. What this allows you to do is it gives you extra items, and gives you, other awards that you can see, really rare ones. There's a ranking system too for this. I'm currently ranked number 1 in this, so I'll be getting this in 11 hours, and I'll also be getting this new clothing item. New player rewards. This is something a lot of players get right away in the beginning of the game, or every player gets in the beginning of the game. You get a ton of these, and I've basically done all mine. But basically, this kind of resets every other day or something. You get this back, but you'll see once you start the game, you'll have this section where it says new player rewards, and it just gives you extra materials you can save up on. This right here is basically tells you what's currently going on, who's congratulated you, who you need to congratulate, things of that nature. So this is the world map. You click it. Basically shows you all the sections you currently have unlocked in the game, right? Other features right here that you can kind of go through once you start playing. This is the angel system. I've gone through this, but you get different angels. You upgrade your angels. As you can see, I can level mine up. My angel just leveled up to level 51, as you can see, and so forth. And you just basically spin the angel tiers that you get to level up your angel. Character. This is where you hold your items in your inventory. You can see different materials you currently have, gems, rare materials, or just materials in general used to create something, right? You have an other section where there's other items you currently are holding for different things. Get your armor. Shows you your angel stats. Shows you your skills. Basically, you have to have Warsaw, which allows you to upgrade your skills, passive skills, and battle skills. And the higher you have them, obviously, the better they're going to be, as you can see here. You have a mount section, which tells you what your current mount is, your mount stats. You can train your mount by using what is called soul stones. Same thing goes for your recruits. Right, so when I hit training, it brings up all my recruits and shows me what I can train them to. And then you train them, as you can see, use your soul stones to train them up. You got a forge section. Forging allows you to socket your gems. You put your gems in those sections, right? You can synthesize. Basically, synthesizing is syncing materials together to create another item, right? Exchanging. So let's say you have a ton of gems and one gem that you don't really use, or a gem, kind of gem that you can create. You can exchange it for a different gem type. So I can exchange one magic gem for one defense gem of that level, and so forth and so forth. So you can do unlimited amount. Obviously, it does cost gold to do it, but obviously, the more gold you have, the more you can do gemming. Get your astral section. Astrals basically increase or give you a bonus on your stats: attack, defense, HP, hit, magic, agility, dodge, block, critical. And obviously, the higher level you have, the more of those stats bonuses you're going to get. Party. This allows you to set your party up in different sections, and obviously, like I said, setting your party up depending on your battle and who you're fighting is key or critical, right? Mounts, basically, again, shows you how you train your mount, what you need to train to its current extra bonus level that it's enhanced to. You can glamour your mounts. When you hit glamour, it shows you all the additional mounts you can unlock if you have the materials or items to unlock them. Last but not least is the guild section. Having a guild section, what this allows you to do is show all your guild members. I'm the guild leader, again, of the original #1 guild on server 22. Our guild flag is level 8. Shows you all the guild members you have in your guild. You have a guild shop. You gain honor badges, which is spendable in the guild shop, and you do that by donating gold to your guild. You have guild actions depending on your guild rank. You have guild bonuses, as you can see. The higher level your bonus is, it can't be any higher than your guild level, but whatever your guild level is, that's what your guild bonus level is going to be, and doing that gives you increases in all these different sections, as you can see. You have a guild log. You can see the activity of your guild. And then you can hit guilds. You can see the other levels and other guild leaders and things of that nature. You have a shop. Some items can be spent just by gold. Some items can only be spent by vouchers. Some items can only be spent by diamonds. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much the full review of what you can do in the game. And then, like I said, I'll be breaking down each section pretty comprehensively to give you guys, tutorials on how to do certain things and best practices and things of that nature. Appreciate it again.